Hey everybody, it's friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Kingdoms Reborn. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing one. Now, in our last episode, we played with a lot of coal things and some electricity. And, I've been pointing out a little bit about keeping up with our luxury items. We got tier 1, 2, and 3 for luxury goods. Up here in our cold colony, we're working on the jewelry. And this is the only spot that we're doing that. So, there's other needs that this little island nation area thing that we built is going to need that we don't really have access to, and one of them being cannabis. So you have a couple things that you can do for that, right? You can call with your inner city logistics port and bring it in and do it that way, or you can do this, the auto trade. So I've been doing a lot of auto traders because we have so much money. If you take a look now, we have 3.2 million monies, and it's not going anywhere. We're just getting more and more and more and more. So I've been importing a lot of things. So in this case, we're doing a lot of beer, getting those tier 1 stuff in. We're making clothes up here, so obviously we're not making enough clothes. We're gonna have to put in some more tailors because we also have a ton of wool. So I need to put some more tailors up here to make us some more clothing, and then we can have another tier 2. And eventually I'll probably come up in here and we'll import some more tier 2 stuff. I just want to go off here a little bit what we're doing, because I got a bunch of these things. So in each one of our little areas, I'm really focusing on the trading aspect of the game, really. So if we go in here, we got another trader. So we got 3 here. So here, this is a huge spot for dye, like 16,000 dye. It also says right here. So I'm importing a ton of this. So I'm shooting for 1,000 inventory, and we're exporting 900 around, which is a ton. You can see we're making 611 every round, so that's pretty great. Here's some more tier 1 stuff. Got our furniture, got our beer, and then mushrooms and beef, of course, for food. And it's kind of a little shaky. We were definitely thinking about importing some more food, probably. You can see here we got 1,000 mushrooms and 1,000 beef, and we're not quite there yet. We need to add a little bit more into this guy, and then go back down to our big main city. I also just want to point out quick that I did notice that we could expand over here, so I got this territory and we built a couple more farms over here. Just some blueberries, nothing too wild. We got those guys coming in now. And then over here, this is our little spot with the electricity. And as you can see, I'm still having issues with the electricity. So I am importing coal in those trade menus. And we also have 4 of these guys here. 4? Yeah, 4 of these guys here up to machinery level 6 for efficiency. And I have all of them pointing to this warehouse right here. So it has coal in it. And then we got a hauling service here that's going to move those goods, hopefully, from here to here. Or in here. They're not doing a very good job. So I'm not really sure how to guarantee that this coal power plant keeps coal in it. It's weird. I feel like maybe it's because these things are so important that they stand out when they don't work. Like maybe some of the other buildings are like that too. But man, oh man, this is just horrible. I thought that maybe this would work better, but it's a struggle. So if you know any more tips about keeping your coal power plants operating, please let me know. We can also get into, well, soon, petroleum. We can use petroleum for our power. Oil power plants can extract oil, do that. So that's something that we are going to think about doing for sure. But before we get that far, I want to get the printing press, but also can't do that. So I think we're going to check out the card combiner. This one's kind of interesting. Combine building slot cards into a better one. I don't know what that means, so we're going to find out together. Card combiner, yes. Okay, that'll work. Let's quick build it so we can check it out right away. Combine cards. Okay. What does this say? Productivity. Okay, so this is kind of like the zoo and kind of like the museum. So motivation book. So okay, I can see combining here, but what is these are the inputs, what's the outputs? So we have to I gotta figure out how to get productivity books. Basically, we got one here. I think we are printing them. Let's do this. There we go. So let's just knock these productivity books out of here so we have something to combine with. And what's the deal here? Okay, productivity plus book. So instead of having 2 20% productivity books, you can have 2 30% productivity books. Slightly better upgrade there. Interesting. Okay, so that's something cool. That's probably worthwhile going through and doing. I'm not gonna force you guys to sit here and watch me do that. So that's cool. That's pretty powerful. I'll definitely go through and combine our productivity books. I think we'll do that. But while we're waiting for more tech points, I'm going to spend some more tech points. So I want to go ahead and go into our upgrades tree, and I like wonders in this game. And we have so far ignored the wonders. So the Citadel is the first one that we're going to check out, I think. We're going to grab this one. Now, I do have a victory condition set with wonders, and that is my intent on how we're going to wrap this up eventually. We're not going to do it this episode, but I want to check out the castle as well. And if we go over here, we also have the Grand Palace, which we can't get yet because we need 100 level 8 houses. I did have one earlier, so that's a work in progress. We're going to buy you. We've unlocked our first World Wonder. Grant victory score. First World Wonder of its kind gets built. Grants its owner its full score. So yeah, that's a way to beat this game. And then I think in the tech tree there was one too that I saw that was new. Okay, yeah, it's not new, but the exhibition hall. Again, 100 houses at level 8. Is that the same one actually? Exhibition hall and Grand Palace. Okay, so a little different, but so let's check that out. We got our cathedral here. This guy is humongous. Oh, not as big as I thought it was gonna be. We'll plop this guy right to the cows. This big old citadel. We're gonna quick build that for sure. You know it. And okay, let's see. So we'll underscore this. 252 built. We have one. Total player score is 12,700. It's going up because we're still doing things. Wonder score is 252. So lots of interesting scores. I'm not sure what the win con is for population and happiness, but I know that population, I think I know that population is one of them for a win con, but I've never done that. I've only ever done wonder victories. So there's a cathedral. Castle? I don't really want to do like a line of wonders, do I? That would be kind of dumb. But before we castle, let's just check out the artwork on our cathedral here. These are really cool. The artwork, I mean. And we'll just take a quick peek at a little float around here. Looks good. I like the multiple towers. We got 4 there. It's cool. And we'll get our little castle going. Let's put it like maybe on the other side of the world here if we can find a spot. Ooh, it might be cool like up over here where all of our trees are trying to be produced. Let's go ahead and we'll plop this guy. Plop this guy like right in here. Ooh, we got people homeless leaving. And there we go. We got our castle. So that's cool. We got up to 652 underscore now. Take a quick peek at the castle. So there's the castle. Looks cool. Happy to have you. And you might have noticed that I have some military objects appearing in our hand down here. So this is going. It's gonna be a while before I'm gonna do anything with these guys yet. But my hope was at some point, probably at the end of this episode, we were gonna try another military excursion and see how that goes. I did build a frigate. I don't know if it's going to work in the land. It shouldn't, obviously, but we'll see how it does. So right now, because I had so much money, I went to train units, and I'm making 20 cannons. We're going to have 25 cannons, 25 machine guns, and I think 25 musketeers, if I remember. We might need a few more. But we've got some military action on the way here that I want to check out at the end of this episode. I want to actually take one of these things over because there's a bunch of them and we haven't been able to do it yet. So I want to check it out and actually capture one to see what we can do with it. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and build our, I think, what did we unlock here? What was that guy? Our tech tree. Oh yes, the card combiner. So we checked that out. We can't really afford to get anything just yet. I think the next thing we want to get into will be the cotton mill. Mass-produced cotton into cotton fabric. I'm not sure if we can dye this. I think I mentioned that before, but we'll get the cotton mill soon, and we'll check it out. We have tons and tons of dye, as I pointed out, up in our Sarmate Colony 1. We might need to stop exporting it as much because we want to use it, but yeah, we got the dye, so we want to be able to use it with something. But in our Dragon's Deep for our auto trades, look at how much stuff that we're doing. So we're exporting a bundle of things: iron ore, wood, iron bars, leather, wool. Okay, you can see we got tons of leather in there. I'm only exporting 80 at a time, which isn't a whole lot. Could probably, well, you know what? Let's up this. Let's go 100, and I'm gonna go 100 here as well. And these are at 0 because we are at or below our target inventory. So 2,000 on our iron ore and 10,000. We're at 5,000 on our wood. Our wood here is slipping, so I gotta be more careful with where I'm placing these giant buildings that are taking away a little bit of wood we have. So I think I'll take wood off this since we're at the point now where we don't really want to be exporting it. And then if you scroll down here, we got all sorts of more imports. So again, we got our luxury goods in here. We got our cannabis wine, furnitures, and a little bit of extra food. We're doing okay with food, but I want to have the surplus coming in. So yeah, use your auto traders. They are handy. You can see that we have a little bit more wiggle room So maybe we want to import a little bit more. Maybe we'll do 200 wine instead of 100 in a round here. We got 1,000 coal, and that's what our inventory was. So I wanted to go ahead and go back over here and double check again our electrical stuff and see if it's still running. And it looks like we are doing all right. We both have 21 in here. Got 10 in the warehouse. I can't believe that 4 of these coal mines dumping into this one warehouse isn't keeping up. That's crazy to me. So we're either going to have to upgrade the efficiency, of course, or build more coal mines. I feel like we're going to have to build some more coal mines. Quick build, and then let's get this guy going as well. And we'll do all of our upgrades. Enlightenment age, industrial age. Let's leave that one like that because then this one is at least still running when our electricity is low, or our coal is low. So yeah, I don't understand. Maybe we need more coal in here. Maybe this isn't enough. It looks like we're still in the red. So if we go back to our auto imports, let's go ahead and bump up that coal import to hopefully enough here. I got these things all over the place here. So we're 1,000 is our cap. So let's go 2,000 for the cap. And we can't bring any more goods in because we're at 1980 out of 1980 here. But with 500 around, that's pretty good. We should be at 2,000 pretty quickly. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go 5,000. I want to have a ton of coal because I don't want my power plants to be stopped. They can't really have that. It's not good, especially when we have a huge part of our food production reliant on that. It's just not going to work for us. But I'm noticing our tech points are reaching approximately where I wanted them to be. So I'm going to zoom in right here and let's see what we got here. So our cotton mill, let's go ahead and grab that guy. Oh, it's nearly complete. There it is. Okay. Got our cotton mill. Go ahead and close that out. We're going to buy that for sure. So we want to have cotton. Do we have, I think we're gathering cotton from someplace because we have some here. So somewhere in here, let's zoom out, find our cotton little marker here. We got some here and here and here and here. So over in this space would be a good idea for a cotton maker, cotton mill, if we can find a spot that isn't covered in farmland. Okay, this will work right in here. We'll go buy these sheeps. Plop that guy down. Cotton fabric. Okay, so let's get this built. What are our options? Dyed cotton fabric. Okay, so let's get, you know what? We probably need, oh no, you just need cotton. Okay, great. So we have the dye, right? So are we importing dyes for here? We're not. So that means we're gonna have to find our inner city logistics hub, which is this guy right here. Oh, we are importing dyes. Okay, right there. Okay, excellent. So we're continuing to do that. And then that means this thing is going to start producing, where did it go? Here it is. Producing our dyed cotton fabric. And then I think that's a tier 3 good, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, I don't see it on here. So maybe we don't want to do that. It's fashion. Okay, so fashionable clothes. So I bet you there's a tailor. The tailor, and then the tailor builds us fashionable clothes from the dyed cotton. I'll bet you. Right there, one of these. And leather clothing. Cotton clothes, cotton fabric. Okay, I'm incorrect, I guess. We'll see. It's just okay. So we got cotton fabric. Weird. I'm not sure where that is. So let's go like that for now. It looks like this guy's too far away from storage, so we'll pop another one in there. Even if this thing is just making us clothes from leather, that's totally fine. We have tons of leather. We can get that happening as well. So I don't know if this is used by tailors to make fashionable clothing. Yeah, okay, it says right there. But this guy doesn't have fashionable clothing. Interesting. I'm gonna try this. So let's go cotton clothes and we'll just leave it at this. I don't think it's gonna work because this is dyed cotton fabric, not cotton fabric. Well, so we'll see. If I'm doing this totally wrong and you know something else, let me know so we can figure this out together. This tailor isn't showing me what I'm expecting. Take a quick look at what we got. Man, we have lots of musketeers, machine guns, and cannons. If we look at our upgrades tree, you can see here that we got infantry, artilleries, got tank and battleship here. So this is like the best stuff. Look at this cost. Almost 1 million science points for both of these things, which is just crazy. To get that, it'd be great, but I don't think we're going to do that. What's artillery going to cost here? Ooh, 78. That's not too bad. Don't have enough for it yet, but I want to do a fight with what we got. We'll see how well it goes again. It hasn't been going well before. All right, we are about to initiate another attack to try this out. As expected, the frigate does not work on land. So if you hit raise on here and you hold shift, you go 5 at a time on all your units. So that was handy. Let's go ahead and submit and we'll see how this goes. Oh, this is looking way more in our favor this time around than it did last time. I do have some more units being crafted in the background. I'm assuming we get these guys back if they survive. But I'm just gonna let this thing go. It looks like we're are supposed to win here, but we'll see. So let's just let that go. I did get the Clockmaker recipe unlocked, and I put that guy over here. So we got the Clockmaker on the way. It's calling for glass and gold bars, which we should have both of. And you can see here we are making pocket watches, so that's pretty cool. And then I was thinking about the electrical situation that we have going on, and I thought that maybe, just maybe, it would be beneficial to have more power plants spread out around. So instead of having both of our power plants right up in that same corner, I've sprinkled them about. So here's one here. So my thought process was, if we have more than just the two, then if those two run out of coal, then hopefully one of the other two power plants that we put in are not out of coal, and that way they kind of keep each other in check, and then somebody's always producing electricity because somebody's always working on coal. So like right now, since we have at least 4 of our power plants operating under coal, we have a capacity of 200 kilowatts, but we aren't using that much. We're only using 72. But the thing that I care about is that our buildings that are using electricity are operating. So with this, we're operating more often than not now, instead of being super flaky. So since I did that, I haven't noticed the fluctuation of the power levels. Not this over here is where we have all of that happening. So here's the 2. Again, I have a 5 over here, 5 coal mines. They're all pointing to these guys. You can see that this is tons of coal now. Oh, we raised the place. We looted a lot. We left. Okay, let's go see what happened here. Anyways, got the coal figured out. That's what my point of telling you all that was. Oh, it's gone. It is just gone. So, and we did get our units back. So that's interesting, for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these. Push out a little bit more. Oh, so when you have 2 territories, this is our colony 1 and this is our Dragon's Deep that border on each other, you have to pick. I've seen this dialogue, but I don't think I explained what was going on before. So I'm gonna go with Dragon's Deep on this one, and then this one we'll go ahead and say colony, and then this one will be Dragon's Deep. I want to just kind of push like Dragon's Deep as far as we can, pretty much. So we got that hunk of land. The problem with that is now that was a lot of jungle action, so that means our diseases are going to go up. We're doing meh on medicine things, so I'll have to maybe, of course, build more farms, or we can import a bunch of that stuff. That could be something that we do. But what I'm really tempted to do is like kick these guys out of here, like get this guy out of here, and get these guys out of here, so we can like have our full space. It's kind of what I want to do. So let's. The problem is we are like buddies with these guys. You can see here we're at 80 out of 100. I'm not sure what happens if you go to like raise this, but let's find out. So let's see what vassalize does. Deploy military cards. Okay, go ahead and do this thing, and then let's submit. Started attacking to vassalize this guy, Nordfesti. So we should get that shortly. I mean, these guys are just militias, so let's see what happens. I'm not sure if eventually, well, maybe eventually in this game, down the road, I mean, if you do this and you like make a sour name for yourself, if the other players, you know, the AI, like Borg killed here in Heisting, if they get mad at you and attack you eventually, because you can see conquer vassalize on all of these. So that's curious. I'm not sure if that's gonna be a thing, or if it is a thing. I might have to find out here together. But I think we're gonna do that. We'll see what vassalize does. I think they stay there and then they like pay us a tribute is what will happen. We'll see. And the raise, of course, took them out completely, and I like that more because then we can do our own stuff and have more control of the land, and that's kind of what I wanted. So up here, I'm gonna absolutely build another little area, and we'll do some more. Okay, we conquered them. So that was right here. So let's see. It says enemy now, but we are their lord. So that's interesting. I wouldn't do that again. declare friendship after we just took your stuff? Sure. Minus 100, you attacked us. Okay, so yeah. So I'm wondering if, again, like over time, if that will heal. So interesting mechanic for sure. Let's go ahead and we'll raise this guy too, and then we can get this whole deal situated. And then we can be looking good here. So we've been trading with these guys for a long time. It'll be nice to add that into our lands as well. We can do some more tree action over here, get some more wood happening. We mentioned that we were getting a little bit low on that. We got people starving in some places. We got homelessness in some places. I'm just kind of letting it be. I'm not just trying to grow a ton right now. I want to make sure that we got all of our food, got our luxury goods going. You can see our food is doing great. Again, lots and lots of auto trades happening. I built even more. This is just, it's just super slick to do this with so much money as we have. This is 4.7 million. We're doing great with money. So I'm going to use it. So we're trying to get T1 and T2 figured out for sure. And then here I noticed that T3 is really flaky. So I want to get that also tied down a little bit better. You can see we got an import there of jewelry. I'll probably get some more books as well. Oh, and then as far as that tailor thing goes that we were talking about a little bit earlier, I think that was kind of up over here somewhere. I just put the tailor back to wool clothes so that we had stuff happening. I didn't see anything anywhere that said that, you know, it would make the dyed cotton cloth. So again, please let me know what the heck I'm doing wrong with that. I would appreciate it very much. So looking down the road here, we're gonna need a lot of tech points. We need 600,000 tech points for each of these. We have petroleum, so that's gonna be the thing that's gonna replace coal power plants. This is oil, you mentioned that. Printing press is gonna make books. And this guy says spend influence to increase or decrease good price. Interesting. And then the card price is, and then we have scientific theories, economic and social sciences, and then exhibition hall. So we're getting really close to the end here. Probably be, I don't know, 2-3 episodes more. So we'll see where we get to. And it looks like we just raised another one, and we got 1.6 million monies. So I'm definitely got some work to do. Gotta put some more farms in here. I'm gonna make some more stuff happen, expand this little neighborhood, expand up here. We're going places now, peeps. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Kingdoms Reborn. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.